Local village idiot Skip Bayless decided that it would be a good idea to trash Justin Herbert for spending a little bit of time with Madison Beer on her tour in May. Now, I don't know why this guy still has a microphone. I don't know why he still has a voice. He doesn't ever hit a single prediction properly, not to mention he's a Cowboys fan. You got your own problems, buddy. Worry about them. Welcome back to the Charged Up Podcast. My name's Dan. Before I continue, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for that. So let's have a look at what village idiot Skip Bayless has to say this time. It's 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes actually, so if you can bear with me, please do. We'll get through this as quick as we can, then we'll talk about it.
You're shaking your
Jim
head.
Harbaugh was laying it on so thick in that interview that it was almost borderline sarcastic what he was saying, because he was saying, I was so happy. I said, let me take you to the airport. That was the other. Let me take you to the air. What? He was, as Akeem points out, all you guys do, he's just trying to defuse a threatening situation.
What? It's a threatening situation in May when he's already had many meetings with Mike McDaniel and could easily have meetings over Zoom during the trip. Justin Herbert is also known for picking up systems very quickly. Like, nobody's worried about this, but again, it's the off season. There's not a whole lot to talk about, so these bored housewives / village idiots like Aqib Talib, like Skip Bayless, got a problem with it. Of course they do. It's like, buddy, like, what are you even talking about? Literally no one in the organization cares. Not to mention, he's back. All of June and July. You think this is going to hurt him, you dummy?
Franchise quarterback who has proven absolutely nothing in the National Football League. He's 0-3 in playoff games, and he stunk in all 3 playoffs.
He hasn't had an offensive line in all 3 playoff games. Can you say that as well? Yeah, I'll admit he hasn't looked great in the playoffs. Neither did Peyton Manning in his first 3 times when he had a bad team around him or an injured team around him. And if you think that missing time in May is going to affect this, again, just a bored housewife with nothing else to do. That's what these guys act like. He's proven nothing in the... Okay, tell that to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning who disagree with you and have him as a top quarterback. Who is it that's thrown for more yards than any other quarterback in their first 6 years again? Oh, that's right, Justin Herbert. But he's proven nothing. I get it. We need some playoff wins. Strongly agree. But making this into something big is beyond stupid.
Games. Just took 2 weeks off to go be with her at the opening of her concert tour in Poland.
Why does that matter?
You're happy about... No, you're not happy about it at all. And as Quentin points out, you have a brand new offensive coordinator who's very different than anything you've ever had in Mike McDaniel. And you drafted in the 4th round a kid named Brennan Thompson that I watched at Oklahoma, and he went to Mississippi State. He's the fastest receiver in the draft. He was 4.26. He's going to give you something you haven't had, a real live deep threat. He can get behind people and catch it over his shoulders. And you need to time that up in OTAs because he's going to be difficult for you to match your arm talent with. So all of this...
Yeah, because it was so hard with Jalen Guyton, right? You think that because Herbert missed 2 weeks, he's now not going to have timing with Brennan Thompson? You know how many balls he's going to throw to Brennan Thompson between now and August? Hundreds. They're going to work together every day. What the hell are you talking about?
This screamed, you need to be there for phase 2 of OTAs. He missed the entire phase 2. And then Harbaugh's saying he's the same guy who broke his hand and he was back the next day practicing.
Yep.
He's also the same guy who got sacked 54 times last year, which was second only to Cam Ward, a rookie.
Which means he got some rest. Again, what's the problem?
Obviously in Tennessee. And as I said, 0-3 in the playoffs with 2 touchdowns to 4 interceptions and a lost fumble and a combined QBR in those 3 games of 29. That scale 0 to 100. So he has been pathetic in all 3 playoff games. And you know, I'm sure he's madly in love, and he posted on her birthday in March.
Justin probably didn't even want to be there.
What's that?
Honestly, I said Justin probably didn't even want to be there. It was just probably the requirement.
He's been there every year. but he met someone last year, and he's probably trying to vet Madison to see if they're a good fit for, like, marriage and kids. Again, I don't know, like, you have people like this on TV, they're funded, look at the beautiful studio, and people listen to this crap and take it seriously?
Yes,
Of him
the
dating somebody
relationship.
on that
is true.
level, right?
So he posted, she's my favorite person of all time. She's changed my life forever. Okay, so he's smitten. He's head over heels. He's
Boy,
mad in
sprung.
love.
That's what you call sprung.
Okay, well that's what it is.
Smitten.
Okay, but
She's like, you better be on my tour.
okay,
Right.
but here's the other thing. If you're
No,
the
that's not how it... Every single person here on this topic is a moron. Like, she originally had the tour scheduled for January and moved it back so that she could support Justin Herbert. Couples support each other. I don't know if these dudes or that broad is married, but that's what you kind of do in a relationship. You support each other. Jim Harbaugh, who was a quarterback, got married while he was a quarterback in the league, in which none of these clowns were. Also probably gave Herbert some advice. Yeah, you if you're going to miss time, miss it in May. Get a little bit extra rest for, like as Skip said, he was sacked 54 times. He's pretty beat up. Playing all through all the injuries. Showing up the next day. I really hope that Jim Harbaugh hears this and tears these clowns a new one.
management of this franchise, and you're Jim Harbaugh, whose entire Super Bowl goal, he badly, he lost to his brother in the Super Bowl. It's all tied up in Justin Herbert's psyche, however good he can be. And as you mentioned, he's got the arm talent, but you're not sure about the intangibles at all because he hasn't proven it yet at the highest levels. So she's talked open and often about her mental health struggles, and she's talked about her bisexuality, and that's all cool. That's great. I admire her for being very open about that. But if you're Listen, hey, but if you're running this franchise,
even his own colleagues can't help but laugh at him. That's got nothing to do with anything, Skip.
If you're at the top, if you're Jim Harbaugh, you're thinking, are we sure about this? Because it's not exactly like she's the college sweetheart or the high school sweetheart that he's been with forever. This is 10 months of a relationship. And I'm just not, for the Chargers, they have to be thinking, God, is this going to work? Is it going to be volatile? And she demands that he be there, as you point out, for her to start her tour. Which career is more important, hers, if she's iconic already, or his? He's the franchise quarterback of a team with the 5th best Super Bowl odds. So Vegas sort of, they got a chance.
Chargers have the 5th best?
Yes, they do. They have the 5th best Super Bowl odds.
That's how you're going to listen.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You're shaking.
And I'm sure they have a problem with that too. If they were healthy last year, do you think Justin Herbert gets his beat up? Do you think they have a better chance against the Patriots? Yeah, probably. And these guys apparently know football. Aqib Talib was a really good corner in the league for a long time. Now, of course, he always shows his Broncos bias, and that's why he's going to be upset with that. But Skip and whoever these other two dudes are, I mean, give me a break. Whoever that lady is, I don't ever watch the show, but this kept popping up on my feed. And I thought, you know what? You're going to trash my quarterback for no good reason, then bring up other shit that he's... Look, if you don't have an offensive line, you don't have much control over what happens in the offense. The Chargers had no business even being in the playoffs last year with their injuries. Justin Herbert, who apparently has proven nothing, took that team on his back and got them into the playoffs. And you're going to try... When's your quarterback done that, Skip? When has Dak Prescott ever took the team on his back and won a Super Bowl? That dude's garbage. Worry about your own quarterback, dummy. Again, this is why a lot of people will just have this hate towards Justin Herbert for the stupidest reasons. And now that I have a channel, I'm going to call out every single time I hear it. And I want to hear Broncos fan, Bo Nix, you're 0-3 against Justin Herbert. Joe Burrow's 0-2 against Justin Herbert. Does that not prove something, Skip? Village idiot. I have no idea why this guy is even still relevant. But again, I guess here's the thing. You don't have to say smart things to be relevant. You can just hop in front of a camera with your fake chain on and start talking crap. Make no sense. When has he ever got a single prediction right about anything? This is the biggest know-it-all I've ever seen who actually knows nothing.